Peace and light. Greetings, great rising. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the kings, peace to the queens, peace to the children of the earth. Good morning. Get on in here. Let me do my thing. Get on in here. Ashe, ashe. Grand rising. Peace and light. Take a few deep breaths as we get ready to go on this journey, man. This is gonna be a freedom one. I don't know why I say that every time. No, I don't know why I say that. I'm gonna stop saying that. Great rising. Peace, Queen Jonda. Love you, baby. Peace. Peace and light. Come on in here, y'all. Take some deep breaths. Queen Lisa G.E. is in the building. I see you. I see you. We. Peace and light, y'all. Come on in here. Take you some deep breaths. Okay, Google. Turn volume to 40%. Get on in here. Peace. Come on in here, y'all. Get this energy. Get this energy. I know it's early. Peace, Queen Alina in the building. I love you. I see you. Yeah. It's okay, y'all. No worries at all, man. We getting it in this morning. Put one of these on your face. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. I'm waiting for y'all to hit that share button. I'm waiting for some love before I get started. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. Come on. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all feel that vibration? Yeah. See, around the Hughes home, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what we do. In the morning, we had this thing called a morning party, right? And the morning party is done. So no matter what happens in your day, all is well. You've already had your party. When you get up in the morning, you're supposed to be celebrating life. You're supposed to be celebrating love. You're supposed to be celebrating law. You know what I mean? So you got to put one of these on your face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we get it, man. Being conscious is understanding that joy is necessary. You know what I mean? We're going to get to the topic. I'm just dealing with the law right now. You know what I mean? Hey. Come on, y'all. Who's up this morning? Y'all want to feel this? I'm just giving you an opportunity to hit that share button. That's all. You don't want to miss none of this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see them numbers going up. Let's get them up. It's okay to get it wrong, y'all. You know, there are actually people who believe in mistakes. Okay, Google. Turn volume to 30%. See if we can get this right. It might be still a little too loud. Hold on. Okay, Google. Turn volume to 25%. All right, I can work with that. Peace, family. Peace. Love, light. Bow. Get some of that. Get some of that. It is okay to get it wrong. I'm going to tell you all this story. You know, I always start off with a story. I remember when I was married. My first marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's still a little too loud. Hey, Google. Turn the volume to 18%. I remember when I was married, yo. And it was crazy. It was a crazy time. It was a crazy time in my life, my first marriage. I got married because I was told, you know, it's better to marry than to burn. You know what I mean? I was in the church. You know what I'm saying? I was following the laws of Christianity. You know what I mean? I really thought that if my intentions were right, then her intentions would be right. You understand what I'm saying? I thought if I was a good person, she would be a good person. You know how we do. We think that people actually mirror us. And they do. Sometimes. Sometimes you can be unequally yoked. You know what I mean? And you can actually think, man, I got this wrong. I made a mistake. How did I get here? You know what I'm saying? How in the world did I get here? But then you start to understand that the universe makes no mistakes. Okay, Google, turn the music off. You start to understand that the universe makes no mistakes. If in fact you have gotten to that understanding, it's amazing how people say, you know, well, I'm not perfect. and a lot of times that don't come up until they've made a mistake. But you ever witness, like, until that mistake is made, perfection is being claimed damn near, right? So I was in this relationship and I was giving it everything I had. I was giving it, you could probably attest to this. You could probably feel where I'm coming from. I was giving this relationship everything I had, all ounces of my energy. I was working sun up to sundown. I was paying the bills. I was taking care of the baby. I was giving it my all. But I wasn't happy. I knew that this was not my life. We'd go places. People were like, man, are y'all really in love? Y'all don't even hold hands. Like, it was bad. And I remember being in the church. I remember seeing the scriptures about, you know, the law against divorce. But I was getting beat up. I was being verbally abused. I was told that I couldn't do things that I knew I could do. I don't know how you're going to do that. Or where you going to get the money to do that. I don't see that happening. I mean, just dream snatches, man. Just snatching dreams. Just snatching them. Never in life had I ever been told that I could not do something. I was raised to believe in myself. I was raised to know that I could do these things. Why would I wait until marriage? Why would law or life wait until I got married for this person to tell me that I could not do something? It just didn't make any sense to me. Why would you be tearing down the structure that's holding you up? I was conflicted in my mind. I was damaged in my soul. Because the law said that I couldn't get divorced. And I heard this voice one day say to me, you know, Seven, in order to get what you want, you're going to have to give up everything you got. Man, I didn't want to hear that. I just got the house. $275,000, $280,000 home. I had everything that I had worked for. I had the Versace carpet. I had the Viking appliances. I had the 2-door garage with the 2 cars to put on both sides. One paid off. I had these things. I was comfortable, but I wasn't happy. I was miserable. I was miserable because the woman that was sleeping next to me was my warden. She had no faith in me. After all of these things that I had done, she had no faith. And I heard this voice say to me, in order to have what you want, you're going to have to give up everything you got. I didn't want to hear that. I meditated on it for a long time. And a particular situation took place that really made that choice very clear for me. See, as a king, you can't stay where you're not respected. No fruit will be produced there. It will only be fights. It will only be arguments. It will only be low vibration and negative energy. A person without faith, a person without honesty within self can bear no fruit. I took everything that I had and I sold it. I gave it away. Anything this person had touched, I gave it away. I didn't want that energy on anything I was moving into the future with. It was one of the most trying times of my life, family. And I know a lot of you are probably going through it right now. You're trying to figure out, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? There are no mistakes, family. You don't need anything. Everything you need is right here. Everything. I promise. Everything you need is right here. The law of love provides. All you have to do is make a choice. I'm scared to walk off this job, but they treating me like shit. They calling me nigga all in the boardroom. Why are you taking it? Because you don't believe. The same way yesterday provided for you when you couldn't pay those bills is the same way tomorrow is going to provide for you. But better. Tomorrow will provide for you better because you don't have to understand where it's going to come from. That's the beauty of faith. You've done it before. Especially if you're over 30, 35. You done lived long enough to know that things work out the moment you decide for them to. A lot of us just wallow around in it. We wrestle with it so much that it just makes more mess. You know what I'm saying? Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? That's why biblically it says a double-minded man is wicked in all his ways. Because he can never gain a pure understanding. He can never gain that thing that says, okay, this is it, let's go. If you're double-minded, if you can't make a choice, that causes conflict within the soul. And a lot of you not making choices because of fear. Well, what will happen if so what? Now, of course, everything has its own, you know what I mean, vibration. But in the reality of it all, so what? What is it that you believe in? Why is it that we put so much faith in these things that break? We put so much faith in these things that have no substance. But yet when it comes to having faith within ourselves, it's like double dutch. It's like, okay, I'm going to get it. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get it. And you start doing something and it works. And the moment that it start working, you let it go. The moment you start working out and you start to see a cut, oh shit, you see that? Ooh, yeah, that's it right there. And then you stop. Because you think you still gonna see more cuts tomorrow without doing the work. We do just enough and then stop. We do just enough and then stop. But if we just hold on to that consistency, your life doesn't need you to be great today all the time. It needs you to be consistent. Consistency is king. You understand? It's okay to get it wrong. Because what does getting it wrong do? It delivers you to righteousness. As long as consistency is king. See, if I'm consistent in my mind as an honest person, right? I want to get it right. I'm consistent. That means that everything that I see that I feel like is right, I do, right? Because I want to get it right. So, I don't know, what's an example of getting it wrong? What? You end up cursing somebody out or you punch somebody in the face because they said something wrong to you or you know, you get involved in a relationship that you really had no business being involved in, but you knew that from the jump. You took a job, low-paying job, because you felt like, oh, it's closer to the house. We do these things thinking that it'll deliver us to ease. We do these things to be complacent. But a lot of us, our spirit guides don't want us to be complacent. Yeah, I would have been a great match for my first wife had I been the church-going, tie-wearing, job-having house nigga. You know what I'm saying? She would have been great with that. But because I had ideas that stretched beyond, you know what I'm saying, regular consciousness, because I was self-employed and making my own money, because I wanted more for my life, she didn't understand that vibration. Everybody that she had grown up with, they were fine being complacent. She didn't know how to deal with that. And I didn't want to change. So guess what's going to happen? Nothing but conflict. And though I may not believe in divorce, I also don't believe in demise. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of us are hurting ourselves to make someone else feel good. And we're just doing it because we're afraid to not. Well, you know, he make all the money, and if I leave him, I don't know how I'm going to feed these kids. If I walk off the job now, I don't know how I'm going to feed my family. If I speak up for myself, no one's going to like me. So what? Well, what if they don't agree? So what? I was talking to somebody recently about mistakes and how I don't believe in mistakes, right? A lot of people say, well, I got into this relationship and I had these kids, and now that man is gone, or, you know, now that woman is gone, because it's some single fathers out here. And they say, oh, well, this child was a mistake. Well, no, you can't have a mistaken consciousness. See, because there's this thing in sex ed class that I learned about. I'm going to share it with you if many of you don't know. The male has a penis. The woman has a vagina. When the male sticks his penis in a vagina, friction happens. And if you go at it long enough, white stuff come out if you don't pull it out, right? And the white stuff that comes out is used to make a baby. You may get pregnant, you may not, but you damn sure got a chance if the white stuff comes out. So the best way to not get pregnant if the white stuff come out is by putting what you call a rubber on the penis. Many of us don't believe in rubbers because it's not natural. And many of us believe in not pulling out because it's not natural. However, for many years, let's say a few hundred, women have been having kids and men have been leaving them. Now, if this was the National Geographic Channel, people, we would have got that shit. So, guess what we not gonna keep doing? We not gonna keep calling these fucking kids fucking mistakes. That's not what we gonna do. Because they're not. You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing when you was fucking. Now, let's be grown about the shit we doing. You understand? All the fucking woe is me shit is out the fucking window with consciousness. You are not a victim. Those children are not product of warfare. They were product of you wanting to get some and he not pulling out. Period. Point blank. That's it. You understand? And your raising children is just what it is. It's what comes after childbirth. Now, for those of you who it's so hard to raise these fucking kids, there's a place that you can go and drop their asses off. You can. It's called an adoption center. You go and you sign their ass up for the long journey of adoption. And they may or may not get adopted, but they are no longer your problem. See, we make choices. Those choices have repercussions, or they have blessings, or whatever the case may be. But we have to stop with the woe is me. There are no mistakes. We knew exactly what we were doing when we did it. Even right before, right? Your homies like, yo, come on. We gonna stick them up. We gonna ride. We gonna kick the door in. And you like, damn, should I do this shit? And they're like, come on, come on. You're like, all right. You knew exactly what you was doing. So when you got told on, and then you was mad, oh, they snitched on me. Guess what, bro? You did it. You did it. No mistake. It's no mistake. You knew what you was doing when you did it. However, if consciousness is truly your guide, you will always be delivered. Now, obviously, there's some things that you can't get a second shot at. You know what I mean? You go to jail, but that don't mean your life is over. You can deliver yourself from the pains of those things. You might get out, you might not. Make better choices. You might have a child. You can't put that child back up there. But if consciousness is your guide, then raising that child isn't going to be such a headache. Raising your children should not be such a headache if you're doing it with posture. If you have no posture, then they got control. And they run it all over you. The moment you start to put some posture in their life, the moment you start disciplining these children, they're gonna be better children. They're gonna be more well behaved. It's not gonna be that, oh, I don't know how they got here. Maybe if you discipline these children, you can find a man who's willing to be their father or willing to be a father in their life. You got women running around here talking about, I don't know why I can't find no man. I don't know why I can't find no man. Little Junebug running around the house, kicking them in the shins. You know what I'm saying? Taking a sweet tea when they come over. You know what I mean? Knocking shit over, trying to prove that he the man of the house at 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You can't expect nobody to want to take care of that. You got to check your demon seed. You know what I mean? You want somebody to love you, you're not even taking care of yourself. You ain't took a shower in 2 days. You know what I mean? Like, come on, we gotta have more pride for self. You ain't took a walk in a year. You haven't hit a step. You try to find the easiest way to get up. You don't even get out the chair right. You just roll out the chair. You don't even get out the chair right. And you want somebody to love that? Come on, man. Nah, you got it wrong. It's okay. Go get it right. Wake up in the morning. Start off with a glass of water, a bottle of water, and go take a walk. Start off with some meditation. Ask the universe, where did I go wrong? Because we feel like it's wrong. It's not wrong. It's delivering you. If that person wouldn't have came into your life, if that thing would not have happened, I'm gonna tell you one of my situations. So I'm in the military. I was in the military at the time, and I've always owned a business. I've been self-employed since I was 14, right? So I had my print shop off post in this mini mall plaza, and I had my employee working while I was in the military, while I'm at work in uniform. Okay. One day, one of my printers went down. So the technician is at the shop trying to call me to talk about this printer. He needed money. He needed to tell me what was wrong. I'm on post about to go teach a class with this brand new sergeant who looked like he just stepped out of a fucking Muscle magazine. You know what I'm saying? But he was short. He was like maybe 5'9", 5'10", you know what I'm saying? A good 240. At the time, I was like 6'1", 165, okay? I'm on the phone with the technician, and I'm trying to hurry up and get off because I know we got to go to do this class. I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, I got, you know how you do. You're trying to get off. Nothing make, right. The sergeant, this is when, you know, the rotary phone or the phone with the little jack, you can hang it up from the base, right? So it's got the cord. So I'm on the cord. It's a bunch of Marines in the office, some NCOs at the front desk, some officers in the back, just setting the scene. And this black man hangs my phone call up. Click up. I told you it's time to go, Hughes. Bruh. I wild out. I lose it. I'm talking, I went haywire. I lost my mind. I lost my mind. I challenged this man to a death match in the gear locker. Anybody ever been in the military, you know it goes down if you, let's take it to the gear locker. He was afraid. He didn't want to go. I got put on base arrest. I got locked up. Okay? The moral of the story is this. In that moment, I learned that I could say and do anything I want to say or do as long as I know how to say it or do it within a particular posture. All that barking is only good for a fight. But if you really want somebody to listen, you got to break it down sometime. Sometimes you got to give it to them in a conversational tone. You know what I mean? If you really want them to hear what you have to say. Because all that barking, but I had to go through that. I had to endure that, and it was painful. I went through base arrest. I lost all my leave. I had over 30 days in leave. I couldn't go nowhere for Christmas, for Thanksgiving vacation. I had all these people waiting on me at home. I had all these plans. See, when you're not in a particular posture, your plans can be taken from you. Your freedom can be taken from you. Things can be taken from you. But if you use this to fight the war with, see, I had to learn these things. So some things are meant for you to go through. Everything is meant for you to go through. As long as you're using this as your natural compass. I couldn't take that back. I wouldn't want to take it back because of the lessons that I learned from it. Just like many of you. Your life would be so much better if you learned or if you realized that that thing that you're holding on to, that thing that has so much weight in your life that you just can't get past, it was a present. That thing that you can't get past is a present. It's your present. Because if you unwrap the gift and truly get to the consciousness of it, why did that happen? Oh, I used to be a pushover. So that happened so that nobody could push me over again. I used to be green. I used to think that I used to just give of myself. And that happened so I could learn to retain some of my energy. These things are happening, but you're missing a lesson in it. Because you're so attached to the happenstance of it all that you can't get to the lesson. And everything is about a lesson. That's the way life is. Even in celebrating. You celebrate. Look around you. Now go through something and look around you. Are the same people that was at the celebration, at the ceremony? Some people are not celebratory people. You gotta see, we're getting rid of friends because we need them to be in a particular place that's not their zone. They're not equipped for that part, but they're great at this part. But we're throwing away friends. We're throwing away people of value because we don't understand their part. We want them to play every part. But because they can't play this part, now you made a mistake. Now I don't know what I saw in them. I don't know how I let them. I've been their friend for 20 years, and now this is your vibration. Because they couldn't fit in this one part. I remember me and my brother Tageron. My brother Tiger, man. He's not my blood brother. I call him my brother because, you know what I mean, that's how we are. But it was at one point in my life where I was at a very low vibration. And this brother was trying to do well for himself. He was trying to really be about a high vibration. And I was just going through it. And I'm talking, I was going through it and I was just self-destructing. I was just, the monster, right? And I noticed that T wasn't really dealing with me like he used to. I'd reach out, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't really returning calls. You know what I'm saying? It was different. And I started to get mad. I was like, yo, man, fuck this nigga, man. Yo, I was getting mad. I was like, yo, every time I need something, he not there, blah, blah, blah. But then one day I looked myself in the mirror. I said, Seven, look at this man. He's an attorney, bro. Look at his posture. Look at how he's moving. And look at what you're doing. Look at your actions, bro. Do you actually think this man of light want to dwell in your darkness? It was his gut check. Ooh. Man. Once I looked myself in the mirror again, and I started to appreciate self again, I started to realize that those of value start returning. Some people are not built for the darkness. They can't go to war with you. Some people can. And we have to learn the difference and how to appreciate the light and the dark workers. There are no mistakes. We tell people all the time, get rid of those low vibrational people. We tell people all the time, get rid of those low vibrational people. But then when it happens to you, when you're the one that was rid of, now we feeling some kind of way. Every time now we feeling some kind of way. But then look at yourself. Is this the person that you want to be in alignment with? If it's not, then get in alignment. And those that are in alignment will be welcomed back into your space. Sometimes we got to give up everything we have to get what we want. We got to give up ego. Sometimes we got to give up that house. You got so many people that's living in a house, right? And every day is misery because they can't keep up the bills. They can't keep it up. And they fighting tooth and nail just to keep this house. But if you just let it go, just let it go. You don't need that shit. What do you need it for? To impress somebody? Let go of the car. Sell it. Call the people back. Hey, come get this, man. Come get it. We're living in an age where these things have so much value over peace that you have no peace of life. You know what I'm saying? You wonder how grandma and grandpa was so happy. You wonder how our ancestors were so happy. They was living in tent huts and shit. They didn't need all of this. They realized that the value of life came from here and here. You understand? And those who had all of these things and happiness understood that even though they had all of these things, it's not these things that make them happy. Money is a tool. If you don't use it correctly, it doesn't provide happiness. If you use it correctly, it does provide happiness. It does. Because I don't know nobody happy when all they getting, they don't have no friends calling them, but the creditors, they know about their name. You ever been so broke that your creditor knew certain situations that went on in your life? They call you up, be like, hey, Seven, yeah, bro, I'm calling for that car note again, man. How your kids doing, bro? Y'all, did you go to that graduation that you was talking about last month? Your mama doing good? Because remember, she was sick. Your creditors know you? So what? It's illegal to even report debt. You ain't know that. So you feeling some kind of way about the debt that you're in when they done sold the debt off. They done wrote the debt off on their taxes, that debt is gone. And it's still inside you. You still feeling bad about this debt. Let it go. You're the only one that it's going to affect. You're the only one that it's affecting. You're harboring all these emotions. That man gone. He living a whole nother life. He got a whole nother family. It's been 10, 15 years. You still holding on. You still mad because of what didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? You 40 years old. College football was 20 years ago. You didn't make it in the NFL. You might have torn your ACL. You might have got hurt. Mama needed you at home. Whatever the case may be. Okay, bro. Let it go. Let it go. You're never going to get those days again. You're never going to get them back. Focus on today. Focus on creating a new heaven, a new joy. Focus on creating your oasis in the middle of all this distraction. Let it go. So what, you used to have a big house? So what, you used to have a fancy car? So what, your hair used to be down your back and you don't have none no more? So what? None of those things matter. The only volume that it has is the volume you give it. You see how I was talking to Google? I kept adjusting the volume until, you know what? Just cut it off. I don't even need no music. You know what? I was trying to serenade y'all. I was trying to put y'all in the mood. But you know what? Fuck the mood. Let me just go for the magic. Let me just go for the message. Fuck the mood. A lot of these messages ain't getting met because of the mood. You trying to create the mood. Just go for the message. You understand? Just go for the message, y'all. I love y'all. I want you to be better. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. When I say I love you, I really do. I want these threads to be full of, yo, I just bought some property. Yo, I got a bank that I saw for sale. Yo, my kids are doing well. Junebug just got, you know what I'm saying, a full ride to so-and-so. Yo, I just found my new mate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just found a sister wife. Yo, I just got a new job. I want all of those things, man. I want y'all experiencing all of that. All of that. Yo, I just bought the new Hue lights. I just bought the new Google Home because I heard you talking about. Yo, I'm turning the music on without even touching the dials now. Yo, I got, you know what I'm saying? Come on, family. Get some of that. Get some of that. Take that. Take that. I love y'all. Peace to man, woman, and child, and all things that walk the earth. Tell somebody you love them today. Fuck your mistakes, man. Create magic from it. Because it was meant for you. You created it. Now control it. You created it. Now control it. You created it. Now control it. Peace, love, and light. As above is below. I am 7, the Alchemist.